Hello everyone, this is the Blackman 1467 here, bringing you a Mario Kart Super Circuit tutorial. This idea was inspired by Dead Hamster from the Overkart 64 Discord. He mentioned why he could never get into the game because he couldn't, really figure out the controls or how to handle the game very well. And, seeing that kind of inspired me to make something like this. So I'm just going to go over the basics of the game and go a little more in depth in the game for things that people may not know, because I play this game a lot and I owned this game as a kid and I become really good at the game. So let me show you some things about Mario Kart Super Circuit that you may know. So the first thing I'm going to go over is the characters, the classes, and some little other minor things that you may or may not know. So of course, for example, let's just say I want to start at a Grand Prix. Now every character has acceleration, speed stat, weight stat, off-road, handling. Now off-road is that secret stat that you don't know in the game because the game doesn't show you. This is just a special patch I know that a guy that made that I'm just showing off. So every character has an off-road stat. That's the secret stat. In the vanilla, version of the game, they just show the speed and weight stat. But speed in the vanilla version of the game means acceleration. That does not mean the top speed. So this patch shows everything, which is nice. So there's 3 classes in this game. There's the lightweights, which is Peach, Toad, and Yoshi. You got the heavyweights with Donkey Kong, Wario, and Bowser, and then the middleweights are Mario, Luigi. The lightweights have very good acceleration, low weight, and low top speed, and they got the lowest traction in the game, meaning they slide around a lot. While the heavyweights have the highest top speed, the worst acceleration, the greatest weight, and the greatest traction. They also have very good off-road. Actually, no, they don't. Well, Wario has the best off-road stat, but Donkey Kong and Bowser, not so much. And the middleweights are the middle of the road. They're kind of the most balanced characters in the game. Luigi especially is kind of known to have the best, or one of the near best handling. But if you want great handling, you might want to go off with either the middleweights. I would say middleweights, or I would say lightweights have the best handling in the game. Yoshi has a great off-road too, and didn't know that. So for example, I'm going to do every character. I'm going to go into time trials, and I'm going to show you how every character functions differently. So this is not drifting at all. I'm not going to drift at all. Now people say that the controls here are a bit slidey, or the faces are a bit slidey. So considering how, depending what character you use, they all have different handling. So it might feel a bit, hard to control. But I say if you're starting out new with this game, or you're not good at a game, I recommend starting with a lightweight, not lightweight, excuse me, depending which character you saw, starting with a middleweight, and or I would say depending a certain heavyweight that can handle the handling, because I always thought lightweights have better handling than the middleweights, but apparently that was wrong. So Mario Luigi definitely has one of the best handling in the game, easy. So for me, I'm not even drifting right now. You can see I don't even really go off the road at all because Mario has great handling. Now I'm going to show you a different character. I'm just showing you how each character kind of handles. Luigi's the same. So let's say if I wanted to choose, well, yeah, Peach has good handling. So you could do Peach. Peach, for example, has the best handling in the game, which is nice to know. So I'm going to show you off the lightweight with the best handling. So I would say for handling, do Mario, Luigi, Peach. Oh yeah, she definitely has the best handling. So definitely, if you want this, use a character that you have a hard time, dealing with the controls, definitely choose Peach. Peach has the best handling in the game, and you can tell she's way better than Mario. Man, without any trouble at all, she can stay on the road pretty easily. She probably just, the only problem with her is her weight and low top speed. But other than that, she's a really solid character for steering. And now let's choose a heavyweight with the best handling out there possible. So is it Donkey Kong? Yeah, this might be Donkey Kong. Yeah, Donkey Kong has the best handling. Alright, that's weird. I thought it would be Wario. But alright, we'll see how's his handling like. Yeah, this makes sense. So Donkey Kong has the best handling, but you have to keep in mind about him. His handling will get worse over time because of his high top speed. Since he has the highest top speed out of all 3 characters I just used, he'd be a little harder to control. But he still has solid handling. It's pretty solid. So now I'm going to teach you about drifting. Drifting for a lot of people is kind of awkward. And what you need to do... So when you are drifting, you don't want to hold your drift for very long, and it's actually better to, when you're trying to end the drift, it's better to hop into it, because then at the end of the day you regain control of your cart and it'd be easy to maneuver. So a lot of people I know hold it for a long time and lose control. Don't do that, because if you hold it too long, you will either spin out or you're gonna go off the road, which could cost you the race. So you really, it's best to basically do 2 hops. One hopping into the drift and one hopping out of the drift. And as on courses, the best kind of practice this, I definitely recommend, like, hey, Peach Circuit is definitely one of the best ones. Mario Circuit's another good one. Tracks that's kind of very wide, where it has a lot of curves, where you can practice this. And that's basically drifting. Drifting is simpler than you think. You just gotta hop in, hop out. And I'll even show drifting on another character. I'll pick the character with the worst handling on it, and I'll show you how easy it is. Which I think Bowser has the worst handling. No, Yoshi has the worst handling. I'm kind of surprised. Okay, so let me choose a more difficult track. I'll choose Rainbow Road. Now, believe it or not, Yoshi overall is the slowest character. Okay. Okay, don't look at that. That don't count. That don't count. That don't count. Alright. But, Yoshi's the slowest character in the game, actually, which kind of surprised me. Because in the end game, in the vanilla game, he's shown to be a little bit heavier, but has higher top speed. No, that's actually a lie. He's actually the slowest character in the game. Like, Yoshi's the worst character to play as, for sure, because not only that he has the lowest top speed, his acceleration is not as good as Toad or Peach. He's just slightly heavier, so he's slow, heavier, and has worse acceleration. Like, literally, he's the worst character to use. And he has the least amount of traction of the 3. And the worst handling. So Yoshi's the overall worst character. To me, personally, Yoshi feels a bit more natural to me than I'll say Peach and Toad. And he also feels a little faster to me than Peach and Toad, but apparently that's a lie. So again, guys, when you're going through a lot of sharp turns, just make 2 hops if you're going too fast instead of braking, because then the CPU will really catch up to you. So really, like I said, you're going to make 2 hops, basically one in, one out. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Great. That just ruined my drift. Either way, you're going to make basically 2 hops, and depending what curves you're taking, what curves you take, you might have to hop about 3 to 4 times, depending what curve you're taking when trying to drift. And man, obviously I would have done a lot better if I pretty much used a mushroom, but that's okay. Now I'm gonna show you something else. But that's drifting. Drifting's really solid. I recommend practice drifting with, say, like Peach, because she has the best handling. You could also use Toad, because well, actually don't use Toad. I'll say use Peach, Donkey Kong. You can even use Wario, and yeah, even Wario has good handling. I would try Peach, Donkey Kong, or Wario, because they have the best handling in the game. Try one of them too. Now I'm going to go over Grand Prix. There's a lot of things people don't know about Grand Prix at all. There's a lot of things that factor in what ranking you get, and I have it pulled up on the site right here. I'm going to go over this real quick. There's a lot of factors that go into your rank when you do a Grand Prix. For example, to get rank A, all you have to do is collect all 36 points, which basically first place on all your races. But what you probably didn't know is that the character you choose has a huge factor on how many points you start with. For example, if you chose Bowser, who is considered the hardest character to use overall, you start with 45 points. While Yoshi, you don't get any points for whatever reason. You know, there's some things that subtract and add points to your score depending on what action you do. For example, the more coins you collect, the higher your score is going to be, obviously, because coins factor in what rank you get. If you use overpowering items like triple red shell, stars, lightning, it's going to subtract from your score. Using mini turbos basically adds to your score. Let's say you fell off and you got back on the track. If you do an auto boost start, once Lakitu puts you down, it will somewhat balance out your score, like negate the subtracting points that you got for falling. Using your brakes will subtract your score unless you're slipping on a banana. Like, there's a lot of things that go into your rank or your score. A lot of factors. So basically, what I recommend to get the highest score possible: collect all coins as possible for sure. Try not to use overpowering items. Try not to use your brakes. Do as much drift boost as possible. I cannot even, say that enough. If you can master your drift, you're gonna get easily a 2 or 3 star in every cup, without a shadow of a doubt. And I'll even do a demo of a Grand Prix in a minute to show what I'm talking about. For example, and one more other thing, say if you use a retry, that's going to lower your score a lot. Let's see, passing an item box while I already have an item but not deployed yet increases the score. Didn't know that. Anything? Yeah, the more times and longer the players let go of the acceleration button, basically letting go of the A button, that lowers your score. So there's a huge factor in all this stuff, guys. So basically, try not to use overpowered items. Try not to use your brake or let go of the acceleration button. Drifting is important. Try not to use retries. And of course, as much as possible, try not to get hit by items. Which is actually easier than you think, because in this game, the AI is the most tame out of all the series. Like, even on 150, they barely use items. So I'm gonna demo a Grand Prix for you. I'm trying to debate who I want to use. Which also goes when I pick a character. This is similar to how Super Mario Kart kind of has it, where it has a rival system. Oops, oh, sorry for that glitch. Which I will show you after this Grand Prix. I'll show you how the rival system works. Because depending on the character you choose, factors in who's your rival going to be. Because there's basically each character has a rival system. They've got the fastest, the second fastest, the third fastest, the fourth fastest, the first slowest, second slowest, and then I think the slowest character. So I chose Bowser, so my rival seems to be Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong and Mario are the 2 fastest CPUs that's going to try to keep up with me. But I'm going to say this, it is really easy to get away from CPUs in this game. Really, really easy. I mean, the CPUs rarely use items. So for example, let's see if I can outrun this. You can't outrun shells in this game. There you go. So now, for example, if I use this ghost, I think this is one of them that's considered the overpowering items. So this is going to lower my score. But since I drifted like 5 million times, and see, I went off-road, lower my score. But since I collected all those coins, it's probably going to negate it. If I'm correct, there's 50 to 55 coins. It's one of those two numbers in each track. It's the most you can collect. Since I collect 42 of them, that's going to help my score. And choosing Bowser is just a bonus. And definitely getting a boost at the start of your race helps a lot. Ooh, man. These lag spikes are killing me. So I could take a shortcut, but oh, man, what's going on with this lag? Sorry about this little lags, guys. I really didn't mean... I don't know what's going on. Sorry about that lag, guys. I don't know what's going on. Usually it doesn't lag. Did I miss the coins on this side? I did. So, tips about racing. If you're in first place and have a red shell, leave it behind. Ooh, lightning. Was not expecting that. Usually that doesn't happen. Usually lightnings don't happen very often. That's kind of rare for them to use that. For like saying, red shells, leave it behind because they act like a homing missile. This is the only game where you can actually do that for a game where it'll just, you know, it'll home on the person that passes the red shell. And you can even do that for a blue shell too, which is really neat because then it'll just stay there till the next lap, and then whoever's in first place it will go after. But keep in mind, try not to be the guy in first place when you're passing by, because otherwise, yeah, I do not know what this lag is. I don't know what this lag's all about. Oh, okay. And then you see all the CPU racers trying to catch up. Nice. So basically, just say I plant my blue shell in the second lab and I'm in first, and then the third lab, I pass by it again, it's gonna go after me because I'm in first place. So keep in mind when you do that, be careful. I would say to collect coins on these first 5 cups is actually really easier than, like, say, the extra cups, because the extra cups, the tracks are a bit more narrow than the original 5 cups, so keep that in mind. I would say it's a bit harder to do it on the extra cups than it is. Yes. Let's see if we hit one of them. Okay, looks like the lag spike left. Thank goodness, I can try better now. So I would say, at most, try to collect at least 30 coins per track, if possible for you. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Wow, the window here. My Game Boy Advance window just went. Wow, I don't know why I did that. That screwed me over. My bad. I don't know what happened. My GBA window just minimized itself. I do not know why I did that. It just kind of screwed me over for a bit. That almost screwed me over. I can't believe that. I'm so upset. I might get only a star at that point because I'll let go. Basically, it will count as letting go the acceleration button for too long. So, of course, later down the road, you know, the further in the game you get, you really want to master your drift, because the tracks do get harder the further you get into, and tracks like the Special Cup, you really want to master your drift. It is very important because there's a lot of tight turns. And I'll use it. I don't care at this point. nothing, freaking useless. So definitely master your drift. That's the most important thing. Because now the tracks are easy to maneuver, but later on, not so much. Tracks like Snowland, even though wide, is a pain to deal with because of the lack of traction. That's where Wario comes in. He has the best off-road stat. Ah, I hit the wall. That's going to decrease my score. Oh, I hit the wall. And through the lag spikes, I got, let's see what rank I get. Hopefully I at least get 2 stars. Alright, I gotta wait. I gotta see what rank stat I get. Oh, sorry for the McAfee. Yeah, I knew that was gonna pop up during the freaking video. That's annoying. Okay, I don't care. Man, what is up with this lag spike? I don't understand. Okay, so I still got 3 stars. So basically, I still got 3 stars because I qualified for a lot of the qualifications that I need. So I got first place for all races, so that's guaranteed A. I collected a bunch of coins and did a bunch of drift boost, so that just kind of helped. And of course, the bonus points for being Bowser. And I didn't get hit by any items. That's just a coincidence. So basically, that's how you get a 3-star ranking in a cup. It gets harder on the extra cups to do it, so keep that in mind. Now I'm going to show you the ranking system that I was talking about earlier. So, actually, let's scroll up. So, like I said, yeah, depending on the character you choose, I gotta find. I just had it. Oh man, come on. No, curse these ads. Okay, that's great. Artwork, that's great. I'm looking for it. There you go. So, similar to like Super Mario Kart, this game has a preset, rival set order, unlike MK64, where it just choose 2 random characters to stick with you all the time. This one has a rival set order. So, for example, let's just say I was playing as Mario in the Grand Prix. Then Donkey Kong and Bowser and Luigi are going to be my fastest 3 rivals, while Yoshi, Peach, Toad, Wario are going to be more on the slower end. However, there is a way to alter this. So let's just say Donkey Kong happened to get 5th, Bowser got 2nd, Luigi 3rd, Yoshi 4th. So then that means Bowser is going to be pushed the fastest, Luigi is going to be pushed up to the 2nd fastest, and Yoshi is going to be the 3rd fastest. Donkey Kong's get pushed back to the 4th fastest because he got 5th. So basically, this is just for the first race only. It can easily get altered depending what place, let's say, the first 4 CPUs get placed at. The rival set can be altered. Now, from the 2nd race on, it will only be the rival set would only be altered depending the amount of points the character has. So let's just say Donkey Kong had 20 points and Luigi had, let's say, 18 points. If, let's say, on the race Luigi ended up getting 1st, Donkey Kong got 5th and didn't score any points. If Luigi got pushed up to the rankings, that means he's going to be the new fastest CPU because now he's in 2nd place overall, because he has the second highest amount of points, while Donkey Kong will get pushed to the second fastest because he has the 3rd highest amount of points. So it can be altered just like Super Mario Kart. It's just, it doesn't happen often because the CPUs don't use items very often, unfortunately. So that's how the rival set works. Anything else I need to mention? Just trying to think. Alright, cups. So of course, in this game, a lot of you know there's 5 original cups special star, lightning, flower cup, mushroom. This is the first game where the lightning cup was introduced, and then of course they had the extra cup, which basically all the SNES tracks have been brought back, but without the obstacles in your way. So like if I did SNES Rainbow Road, well, you're not going to see those rainbow thwomps out the way for whatever reason. I don't know if they just decided not to do it or they just took them out. For whatever reason, they didn't add it on it, but it's kind of like bare bones SNES tracks. Now, believe it or not, this game has a lot of unused content that the game never used. This game has unused battle tracks, unused race tracks, even unused items that have never been used. I'm assuming it was, from time constraints. I'm assuming that's the only reason why. Like, for example, in terms of items, man, they plan on having golden mushrooms, fake item box, triple banana peels. So basically, if I did decide to put in the code for the golden mushroom, basically it'll show up on the item box as a regular mushroom, because of course it hasn't been programmed, but it will give me an infinite amount of mushrooms, so I can constantly just boost all the time. The fake item box just pulls out as a banana. Even though you could put the code in the game, it's never been finished, of course, so you can't never do it. And then the triple banana, I believe, just pulls out as a banana, or unlimited amount of bananas. It's never been finished. It's kind of sucks. Alright, I'm gonna take this off because it's lagging and it's killing me. And let me see what else. I know this game also had unused battle tracks as well. If I'm correct, it had unused battle tracks. I gotta go get it real quick. One second. There you go. This game had unused battle tracks. Some of them work. Some of them, since the coordinates have never been put into the game, you just constantly be dropped out of bounds, so you can't play on it. Yeah, remove tracks. Yeah, bomb items. This is for the basically for battle mode. After you run out of balloons, you turn into the bomb that you can run into people so you can screw them over. There is a video about the unused items, as you see. Fake item boxes. This stuff is still in the game. It's just it doesn't work. Yeah, so like golden mushroom works like a normal golden mushroom. You have a bunch of limited boosts for a limited time, but you can't get any other items while said item you have in the box. So, remove tracks. This game has 4 removed tracks. They didn't, for whatever reason, whatever these tracks would have been, they removed it for whatever reason. So these have basically unused slots for tracks. And then they have unused battle tracks. Basically, tracks that never made it to multiplayer. Like I said, some of them work, some don't. They have basically Baby Park, which is basically where the award ceremony is at. However, since there's no AI route was programmed to the game, they basically drive around endlessly or drive out of bounds until Lakitu puts it back in, and then once again drives off like crazy. They don't do anything. These are the actual battle courses they planned. Some of them work, but the other ones don't. So because you keep being placed out of bounds because the coordinates for Lakitu to drop you off was not put into the game. Besides items, tracks, some graphical things here that you just never seen. Basically, it's all been removed from the game. So the good thing, what other people don't know about this game has a lot of space. Thanks for the guy who was lending me the patch that I was just playing on. Believe it or not, this game has enough space to put in 63 characters. That is a lot. So I don't know if it's based off of time constraints that they couldn't put them in there. Each character can have multiple costumes, uh, and basically, they have a lot more track slots than you think. It's just a lot of these track slots either freezes the game or the track has been removed. So basically, if you add the 4 track slots, the unused battle courses, and the track slots that make the game freeze, that's about an extra, see, what, 4, 7, 11 tracks. And that's not, oh, 12 tracks if you include the award ceremony. That is an extra 12 tracks that can be put in the game. Now, I'm not saying that's not the amount of extra tracks the game can handle, and probably could be a lot more. Um, and basically, this game has a lot of potential. So what I've done is I've created a Mario Kart Super Circuit hacking Discord for people who are interested in, custom tracks, custom items of potential, and adding characters into the game. We have tools, and we also have extra documentation in the Mario Kart Super Circuit Discord that kind of helps us to guide us where we need to go. My friend Den Hamster 35 has created a stat editor for the game already, and anyone can join if they want to join this Discord. If you have experience in C or ASM, that would be amazing because we are currently stuck at a portion of ASM that we kind of don't understand right now. So if you're interested in joining the Mario Kart Super Circuit hacking Discord, let me know so I can send you the invite. Because that would be awesome. That would be awesome because we can use the help because we want to make custom tracks in this game a reality. This game has a lot of potential, as clearly, finding out yesterday that this game can have 63 characters. So right now we're kind of trying to figure out, of course, finding the track data, the AI data. We're also going to try to dig into the custom items, and we're probably going to start with trying to implement the unused items to see how that works. So since the sprite's there, but the data is there, we probably will have to recreate the sprite. Triple banana probably won't be too hard considering we could just tell it to 3 bananas, bam. We just got to implement the sprite and the data into an item box, and then that should be fine. We would have to recreate the sprite for the fake item box and infinite mushroom since the gold mushroom works, so really that probably won't be as bad, and we would not use the infinite mushroom at all. So we're just working on these 3 things for now. Bombs, you would have to probably rework how it's supposed to function, but that's probably possible too. So if you're interested in joining the Mario Kart Super Circuit Discord, let me know, and then I can definitely send you the invite. But I'll even show you right now what the Discord's like. Well, actually, no, I probably won't show you guys. If you want the invite, let me know. And thank you for watching with the tutorial. I will see you guys later.